What's up guys, welcome back once again to the reviews. Today I'm looking at a mouse and this one is from Razer. I've never used Razer stuff before. Well, I've used a keyboard many years ago, a membrane keyboard, but other than that I've never really used Razer stuff before. I found this on a really good offer at the time, so I thought I'd buy it. So they haven't sent me this is from my own money, but I found it on a really good offer, so I bought it just so I could do a review on it. I've had it for a while now, I've not even unboxed it. So we'll give you a sort of overview of the features of this, show you what it looks like, how it feels in the hand, and then how it performs for gaming. I'll give you my sort of opinion on it. So let's have a look. So this is the Razer Viper 8K, so 8 kilohertz polling rate on this. This is an ambidextrous esports gaming mouse, and it's obviously gaming focused. So we've got hyper polling, true 8000 hertz, not 8 kilohertz, sorry, 8 kilohertz, so 8000 hertz. We've got a 20k DPI optical sensor, and it supports Razer Chroma RGB. I'm not sure where the RGB is in this, but we'll have a look. And like I say, it is ambidextrous as well, so it can be used in both hands. It's got the optical mouse switches in it. It's second gen Razer optical mouse switches in it, and it is fairly lightweight at 71 grams, not quite as light as this one, which is the Glorious, which is about 63 I believe. We've got the true 8000 hertz polling frequency, 8 times more responsive than other gaming mice, and 0.125 milliseconds motion and click latency. So this is aimed at your professional gamers for sure. Your sensor, highest resolution accuracy, lift off and landing distance calibration, so you can change the lift off with this, motion sync for consistent tracking, and then your Razer optical mouse switch is second generation, eliminates unintended double clicks, 70 million click durability, and it's 3 times faster than mechanical switches. Not much more to talk about. I've spoke about most of this. We've got the Razer SpeedFlex cable, so again that's to reduce drag from the cable, and we've got an onboard memory to save your memory fall. Basically, if you move it to different PCs, it will be saved into the mouse as well. So let's get this unboxed and have a look. So in the box we basically get the mouse. there's not anything else really to show you in there. You get a little Razer sort of pack here, which will be manuals and things like that, and Razer stickers if you want to use those. So that's that. It comes in a nice little bag as well, which is nice to keep it nice and safe. Right, so first off, let's talk about the cable. This uses like a SpeedFlex cable, I think they call it, which is similar to the sort of Glorious Model D- I have here. However, the one on the Glorious is definitely lighter and thinner. So it probably is a little bit better in terms of drag, but the cable does feel nice. It is really nice and flexible, so it shouldn't be an issue at all. It is quite a bit bigger than a Glorious, so it depends on your hand size whether this is going to be good for you. It's quite a bit bigger. In terms of grip, it's really nice for a palm grip, which is the way I use it. Probably can use sort of a claw grip on it as well. Yeah, I'd say you could definitely use a claw grip on that, but it feels really good for a palm grip. Yeah, feels really nice. It's a nice size for that, obviously depending on the size of your hand as well. So let's have a quick look at the mouse. Obviously you got your scroll wheel here, which clicks as well, and you haven't got any other buttons on the top, so there's no buttons on the top like you find with some mice like this, which is a DPI switch. Nothing's on the top there, and then your mouse clicks. I hope you can hear that. Let me just lean in so I can. So there, your clicks there, feels nice. There's absolutely zero rattle in this at all. It's really well built. It does feel very, very light. Comparing that to you can tell the difference for sure between that and the Glorious, which obviously is almost 10 grams lighter, but it is definitely a light mouse. On the bottom, we've got these skate feet on there, obviously to keep it nice and smooth on your mouse pad. And yes, it does feel very, very smooth. It feels really nice actually. There's also one around the sensor. Obviously that's the sensor there. Your DPI stays light down here, so you know what DPI you're at, and that is your DPI selection button there as well. So it would have been nice to see one on the top so you can just do it whilst you're playing, but obviously then you're not going to know. I prefer it when they put them on the top so you can see what DPI you're at from the top and do it on the fly sort of. But other than that, not a problem at all. You've got two buttons here for obviously your forward and back sort of browsing, and you've also got 2 on this side as well because it is an ambidextrous mouse. I assume you can use both in conjunction with each other. So if you want to use those as a right-handed, you still can. and do different things with those. And then you've got this really nice rubber grip on the side, which feels really good actually. I really like that. Feels really solid in the hand and nice and grippy for those intensive gaming sessions. And those buttons on the side feel nice as well. I assume they use the same switch throughout. And other than that, not really much to show you. The RGB is going to show up under here. There's only very subtle RGB. So let's get this plugged in and let's see what it's like. Just give you a quick show of the RGB. So it is just this Razer symbol here, and at the moment it's on sort of a colour cycle, so it's just going between all the different colours of the RGB. There is software for this mouse, so you will be able to change this and do what you want, but obviously with it just being one light, there's not going to be a lot you can do with it. It's going to be static, colour cycle, flashing, that kind of thing. There's not going to be much you can do with this. Now, unfortunately, I can't get the software installed, but I'll talk about that in the conclusion at the end. But I just wanted to give you a quick show of how the RGB looks on it. It does look really nice on just that sort of subtle bit there. There's not a lot of it, but it does look good there. Right, so there we have the Razer Viper 8K Ambidextrous mouse. And obviously I'll give you an overview of what it looks like, how it sort of feels in the hand, and basically sort of a bit of a sound test of these switches in it, and sort of my opinions on how it feels. In terms of the feel of it and the weight and everything, I feel like in terms of weight, it's pretty much perfect. Some people obviously are going to want it a bit lighter, but it is very light, and it's probably sort of a nice middle ground between those really light ones and those really sort of heavy like Logitech G502s and things like that. It's 71 grams. It's not going to be probably a big hit for the big RGB fans, because there is only the one sort of lighting zone on this, just at the base there. So if it's for people that want loads of RGB, it's probably not for them. But in terms of sort of your high level gamers, I'm definitely not one of them. I think this is going to be a great mouse, with the 8000 hertz polling rate, and the really low latency and the good switches, and it does feel so smooth on mouse mat. Obviously it might depend on what mouse mat you've got, but if you've got a half decent one, it's going to feel really good. It does feel really nice in the hands. I use palm grip, feel really comfortable. You've got sort of indents in these in the switches here, sorry, in the buttons here, which you get with a lot of mice, granted, but your fingers fit nicely in there, and obviously you've got the switches on the other side as well. And then one of my favourite things about this mouse is this grippy texture on the side here, this sort of rubber grip on the side. It feels really nice, and it's going to be awesome for gripping onto that mouse for those intense gaming sessions. And obviously you've got the really high 20k DPI sensor, so you can pretty much set the DPI you're going to want. You've got a massive range there, so if you can get away with doing really high DPIs because you're that good, then you can do it on this mouse for sure. And like I say, those skates on the bottom make it glide nicely over the surface. The cable's really nice as well, doesn't give much drag at all, so it feels really nice for that. I've had a little game with it. I'm not a great gamer at all. It isn't going to improve my game in any way, shape or form, and between that and my my glorious mouse that I use daily, it doesn't really feel any different in terms of how it feels to game. But again, that's a great mouse. So this is a great mouse too, and it's not got the honeycomb feature, which I know some people don't like. It is solid on there, so that's nice to see. It's a really nice looking mouse, and it feels really good and performs very well. Now I'm coming to my downside to this, and this might be an isolated sort of situation just for me. It might be my luck, the way it's came across, but I've tried to install the Synapse software and it just won't connect. It keeps coming up as no connection, but there definitely is, because I'm connected to the internet and I can browse the internet no problem, but it won't install, so I can't show you the software on this at the moment. I might do one in the future if I can try and get it installed, but I can't at the moment, so I'm not going to be able to show you the sort of things that you can change on this. But again, I'll put a link to this in the description below, so you can actually look at what the software does. So that's going to be where you can control your DPI settings, save your obviously your profiles for that, change your RGB settings in that, and then also change your sort of lift off settings and things like that. That's what, and obviously you'll be able to change polling rate as well, whether you'd want to or not, I don't know. So that's what you're going to be able to do in that software. It's pretty much standard for most of my software now is to what you can do with it. So it's not the end of the world that I can't show you, but unfortunately I'm not able to show you that. But if you're considering this mouse, definitely if you're looking for a mouse, should I say, definitely consider this one. If you're already considering it and it's like you're about to buy it, then I'd say, yeah, go ahead, buy it. It's really good. It feels awesome. The clicks feel really nice as well on the switches. So if you are looking at buying this, then yeah, just go ahead and buy it. It's really good, especially if you can get it on a good offer. I've seen it around £30–40, so it's really good for a decent gaming mouse. I got a crazy offer. It was on Amazon's deal of the day for like £11, so I had to buy it. I've never seen it like that since though, unfortunately, but for like £30–40, definitely recommend this one. Yeah, it performs really well. Like I say, it's just a shame about the software, I can't show you that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Give you a bit of an insight into what this mouse is all about and how it looks, feels, and my thoughts on its performance are it's great. So if you're interested in this one, then I hope this has helped you. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a like if you liked it, a dislike if you didn't like it, and then leave me a comment in the comment section below if you have any. If you want to tell me why you didn't like it or why you did like it, then I'm always happy to hear them. Or if you've got any thoughts on this, or if you can give me any information on that software, that would be great too. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.